Hello and welcome back to another episode of All Things Vintage, the series that examines some of the older items in our personal collections. Today we're going to be looking at two phonograph records from the mid-1940s. Both feature the Majestic Records label. Majestic was the subsidiary of a larger brand known as Majestic Radio and Television. It was also based in New York, and perhaps the most interesting thing about the company was the man at its helm, James John Walker. But before we get to Walker...
Now there was a time period where they had these guys.
Like we mentioned at the top of the video, both are phonograph records, so they're 10 inches in diameter and coated with a proprietary blend of shellac. They're meant to be played with a tungsten steel needle or its equivalent, and each record features a different musical artist.
During the 40s, shellac became hard to come by, so what they did, they made what's called a PVC album with a shellac coating. And so they do have flex, but they have a shellac coating on them.
Yeah, they're made out of resin, it said.
It's a resin. And you see here there's an eagle emblem. And it says Majestic Mighty Monarch of the Air. It was really in reference to the eagle. And this is called a Duraflex edition. It's supposed to be non-breakable.
It was actually supposed to make it last longer, play longer, and have less static. Because the records back in the day had a lot of static in them, so they were all trying to come up with variations that would take the static out.
Yeah, and then they made tracks. So there is a difference between the two. Let's see, I think they were around the same era.
They were.
And this guy feels a little bit heavier than this one. This one is lighter. This one's a little bit heavier. And the material used is very similar. I think they both used PVC. Now this one has more flex in it than this one, the MGM. This is your well-known album record. This is your 12-inch album
That's
record.
right, because the big vinyls are 33.5. Now, if you show the Billy Joel album next to those, you'll see that there's a difference.
Yeah.
The big ones are 33.5. The smaller ones there are the 78s. And then there were itty-bitty little ones back in the day that were 45s that were even smaller than that.
That's rounds per minute that they're spinning.
Revolutions per minute, RPM.
Right. In other words, these are really neat. Very hard to come by.
Now let's get back to J.J. Walker, or Bo James as he was also known. He once served as the mayor of New York City and was deeply entrenched in Tammany Hall politics. Walker was also listed among the closest cronies of Al Smith, former governor of New York. In addition to politics, Walker had a passion for songwriting, casinos, and the ladies. Among his most notorious consorts was Ziegfeld dancer Betty Compton. So how colorful was he? So colorful, in fact, that when he died, a movie was created in his honor, with famed actor Bob Hope taking the lead
This
role.
concludes another episode of All Things Vintage. Please leave a like, comment, and if you aren't already, please subscribe and turn that bell on. Thanks for stopping by.